Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Good. Is that all right?
A pistol snap. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
He lofts it deep left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Steelers set to punt it. He fields it at his 43. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Vikings are going to take over with their eyes on the end zone. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. McCarthy starting off with a throw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. His first throw is an interception. Taken away by the rookie from USC. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields throwing here. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Big gain downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Ty Chandler to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Brought in right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second down carry for Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. First and 10. Here's Fields to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Fields into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Here we go. Go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Right.
Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. And the Vikings going to the dime package here. Third down coming up.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
They give it to him again. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So before they get the snap, second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Don't jump.
They'll have it, 3rd and 3. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Good. All right.
Now it's Fields. And the man is there to knock that away.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. All right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. That pass caught by Wangu. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Forced out to his right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, Set. Set out.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. 30. Down the left sideline he goes. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the first half. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Calvin Austin on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Another carry for him. Along the sideline, past midfield. Along the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
They give to Jones, right side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Oh, he put everything he had in. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Austin. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's out of bounds to end the return, and Brock, that brings us to our 2-minute warning. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. All right.
Looking to throw Fields. State, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
All right.
Hand off to the back. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Fields on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here we go, tonight.
Handoff now from the gun. Juke the defender. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's taken in by Wh0aTV.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Wh0aTV on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready?
Wh0aTV takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back at the 5.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Chandler now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Counter play, Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Man in motion, headed right. Jones. And he's brought down for a loss. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers Bucks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, steal reeling from that interception.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alpha. Here we go, son.
A pistol snap. Fields. He lobs it up, looking deep to the... Big gain downfield. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Chandler now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, this big guy is moving. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
1st down throw for Fields. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. George Pickens, the intended target. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here we go.
To the air, 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And he rips off a huge chunk of yardage before finally being brought down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 35 out of that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
It is caught left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to the air. McCarthy. Jones reels it in. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Cut out left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Intercepted in the end zone. That's Carlton Davis. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Fields to throw it. That pass caught by Wangu. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. We're good. Is that all right?
Looking to throw Field. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 4 yards. 3 and out.
So out now comes the punter. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Steelers nearing their 2nd win in the campaign. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be Vikings football. First down, ball at the 36. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, but maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
All right.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
He's trying another one deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this was the type of response